So we're now less than a week away from our move into our new home, and I haven't been making very many videos, or I've posted a few, but they were old talks and these kind of things, and tributes. Mainly I've just been completely wrapped up in my grief and my anguish and sadness, and for the passing of my friend Narcissus, and I know that kind of stuff is not over yet. I had dinner last night with another longtime friend who is really on the brink of passing away himself from a lung cancer. He has multiple tumors, and the radiation treatment has not stopped their growth, at least not all of them. And he's done with that now, and he's not going to go into chemo, so it's just a matter of time. But I'm trying to brace myself for that. At the same time, this should be a joyous occasion for Mahoney and I, going into our first home, that we own. And so I've had to continue kind of getting things ready for that, even though I've been, feeling so much grief, and then at the same time, it's affecting my physical body. Like, I haven't been training the latter part of last week because I got a cold, and it went down into my chest, and I was taking cold medicines and just felt really funky. But today was a good day. I've done a lot of work in the house and stuff, and the preparation is starting to come together. I just thought I would quickly show the house, like where everything's at now. For those who've seen some of my videos, you probably noticed before we had all these large area rugs kind of screening off the carpet because we're responsible for these carpets. My landlord, I talked to him and told him, about our plans to move, and then I told him he could keep the at least part of the March rent, because I'm going to continue like cleaning and getting this place ready for him in the first couple of weeks of March. And he told me he'd like me to get a cleaning company, a professional cleaning company, to come in here and go through, and that he would like, he says we're going to need to replace the carpets. Now, I don't know about that. Like, I am going to bring the professional cleaning company, and Mahoney and I were thinking about doing that anyway, just because it'll help make sure everything's up to snuff. But I really want to have a good assessment of these carpets to tell whether or not they actually have been damaged by our birds, because looking at them, to me, I think they look pretty good. But I'm gonna get some professional opinions, because I did agree, if we have damage from the birds specifically, that I'd be responsible for that in the long run. So I'm not trying to back out of that agreement, but I want to make sure that that I'm not just paying to replace carpets that are perfectly fine. Yeah, so going through the house, most of the cupboards are pretty bare now. I've packed everything away. This one, we just kept like our minimal dishes that we're using right now. We've got some of the big utensils here and some of the small utensils here, but there's other drawers that are empty, cupboards that are more or less empty except for just food we're eating like this week and stuff. In the bedroom, I've taken apart our bed. So I've got our frame already taken apart, and just like in the other rooms, got rid of the throw rugs and stuff. And then so I've just been packing up. We just got our bare minimum of clothes that we need for the week, and everything else is packed up. Got a few things here to take care of. But out in here in the garage, you can see like how much packing I've already done. You know, just big, you know, walls of boxes packed up and ready to go. I have the U-Haul booked for 2 days, and first day it's just gonna be me and Mahoney, so I'm going to just gonna take like our essential stuff. Well, me, Mahoney, and our daughter. So I'm just gonna take, you know, our beds and our clothes and pretty much like all the stuff that's not boxed up right now. Those would be the things that that I take over day 1, along with the birds. And day 2, I should have some help out here, and then we'll deal with a lot of the bigger furnishings and especially the piano. That I need help with. All the gym equipment and all of that stuff. So, but there's still a couple rooms. Mahoney's office and my daughter's room need a lot of work yet. So got about 4 more days that we can pack and stuff. But at the same time, I got to work and do all that kind of thing too. So it'll all come about though, and because we do have extra time, you know, extra couple of weeks in the transition that is paid for, we don't necessarily have to get everything out in those first 2 days that I got the truck. So that's the state of things. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting like back into a normal routine and getting out of this tough transition, all these things that are going wrong this winter.